we have two more folks that we want to get through, and then we're going to open up the floor. So we're really thanks everyone for sticking around and being here. So our next Biden Republican is John Board, JB. He is from Connecticut. He was the chair of New Britain Pride and has done a lot of work for a long time with Republicans across Connecticut. So we're really excited to hear from him and what he has to say. So John, thanks for being with us. And what brought you to be a Biden Republican? Have you always been a Republican?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks, Reed, for hosting us tonight, and it's great to see so many fellow Biden Republicans here on the call this evening. In terms of how my sort of, to follow up Dennis, come to Jesus moment when to become a Biden Republican, I think it's, to be honest, when he started doing the daily press briefings. There's a certain responsibility that a president has when they stand at the most powerful podium in the world, in the White House press briefing room. And quite frankly, I think the only more powerful one might be at the General Assembly in New York. But in terms of nations, the White House press corps podium's the most powerful one in the world. And once he just started going on his rambling rants and other, quite frankly, incoherent talks and tangents, that's kind of what threw me to not support him. Now, I'm always one who has believed you need to respect the office of the presidency. You need to have respect for the person who is in the office, but you can always have policy disagreements with those people. Now, in terms of why I support Vice President Biden to be the 46th president is, well, first of all, he's a man of the Senate. He knows the word compromise. He's been in the Senate for 40 years. He knows how to close the deal. The president, I don't think, hasn't closed that many deals during his time in office. When it comes to signing legislation, quite frankly, he's been doing what Obama's did towards the end of his presidency, with signing executive orders left and right. Quite frankly, talk and compromise. I'd rather talk and compromise and be in a room with someone than simply take out a pen and sign an executive order at the end of the day. I'm someone from Connecticut, so I value compromise. We have the Connecticut Compromise embedded in the Constitution. And for those of you who don't know, the Connecticut Compromise set up our dual system of representation in Congress between the House by the people and the Senate by the states. So Connecticut and this nation was fundamentally built on compromise. In terms of, yeah.
Well, JB, I'm curious. What would you say to an undecided voter who's trying to make up their decision in this moment?
Yeah, so really the one thing that I would say is Vice President Biden's a leader who can bring people together. It's a time to put country over party. It's time to really make us believe in America again. To independent voters, it's not really about party whatsoever. For independents, it's about the policies that they believe in. Now, do all of us around this virtual table agree with everything that Vice President Biden stands for or that's in the Democratic platform? Oh, absolutely not at all. But that is the nature of compromise. You take a little, you give a little this, a little that. Hopefully we come out better at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's the American way. And I think what I've heard a lot of people say that's been helpful is we don't have to agree with Biden on everything, but we have to save the country in November, and then we'll fight out policy fights later. So, all right, thank you, and we'll get back to you in some of the Q&A later.